Hello, everybody, and welcome to an update video. It would seem another Halloween has passed, and therefore ends my countdown for the year. For those of you that are unaware, if you check my status in Discord, you may have noticed that I have a countdown of sorts going on, or, well, rather, I did. And all of that was counting down 365 days from Halloween to Halloween again the next year. That countdown is over, and it's time to talk about why I had that going. For starters, the reason for the countdown was largely because I was in a very depressive state. I didn't feel like I was accomplishing very much as a creator and as an artist. I felt like I wasn't contributing anything to anybody, not even myself. And so I made this countdown to try and accomplish as much as I possibly could in a year and then stop. That was the plan. Now, I say was, and I put a lot of emphasis on that because that was the plan. However, I met a lot of really talented and amazing people and got a lot more opportunities this year. I guess because of how much work I was putting into what I was doing, that it just gave me the motivation to keep going. Some people who wanted to see my projects come to fruition, and other people who were just happy to work with me and were just a genuine joy to get to learn from and to get to hang out with. It gave me a kind of motivation to continue going. The countdown became less about counting down the days till I was done and more about seeing how much I could get done, seeing how hard I could push myself and what more I could learn about the art that I enjoy and the industry that I am passionate about. And I did learn a lot. And I'm going to kind of break this video into 3 sections to sort of like tell you what it is that I did learn and what it is that I am excited about going forward. For starters, I should clarify what my goals were. Starting last year today, my goal was to release some videos, release my game, and get some songs out because those were like the things that I was most passionate about at the time. Now, I accomplished some of those, and others I did a lot more learning. For video goals, it was important to me to start releasing videos related to the game that I was working on. And that's where Shrieks or Freaks kind of came into play. It was not a plan. It was not something I originally had in mind. It was just something that was like, I need to do something related to this, and I want to do it in this style. And so I started working on it. Another video series that I wanted to release was kind of a beginner's guide to Dead by Daylight, which, as you can probably tell, did not get released. I am still working on it. Here's a little promo piece for how that's going. It's just been really hard with my job and with everything to sit down and write scripts for it and dedicate time to it. As for game goals, I wanted to release my game. For those of you that are unaware, I have been working on a game for the better part of a year and a half now called Cryptid Studies. Might have been working on it for longer, but I went into this last year thinking, okay, I want to release a game. I'm very excited about this process. I am just going to learn to code and I'm going to make a game. Sounds really crazy if you think about it and if you say it the way that I just said it. And to be honest, it was. I had never coded a day in my life. And I decided to just take on this task and try and figure out how to do it on the fly. I am still learning, and the project is definitely nowhere near to being done. But through working on this project, I did get a lot of opportunity. There is a person that I've met who's going to do art for this game, and I'm very excited to introduce them to you eventually. There's a lot in the works for that, and that project has not been abandoned. As far as voice and singing goals that I had, I wanted to voice act more, but I didn't really have any avenues for that. So I didn't really know how I was going to accomplish anything in that sense. Singing wise, I really wanted to just release more music. It didn't really matter what it was. I just was passionate about singing am passionate about working on that, and I wanted to spend more time working on just that. And I did. And there were a few things that I definitely got the chance to accomplish and some learning that I got to do. I was very blessed to have some very patient people work with me and help me learn that process a lot better. So I'll tell you more about that in a minute. That, of course, is a great segue into what I actually did accomplish. Like I said, I accomplished some stuff with the game, right? I got Shrieks or Freaks out, and I was able to get 2 episodes of that series out, and I am currently in the process of working on the 3rd and the 4th. So hopefully that'll be out pretty soon. There was a rough draft done for the game, for the demo, which later just turned into what the full game was going to be because I just liked the story so much. And then the second draft is mostly done. So there's a lot of what the game is going to be completed. I just have to work more on the coding aspect of it and get like some assets on a screen so that I could start testing and figuring out like how the game is going to flow gameplay wise. Music goals, I did accomplish One Day More. There is a cover of One Day More that I started working on a couple years ago with Paranoid DJ. God bless his soul. He has been extremely instrumental in making that cover happen, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it. It was a long and arduous journey, but hopefully you guys will really enjoy it. I did start working on a Paint the Town Blue and Phineas and Ferb theme song cover, and most everything is done for those covers. I just am not where I want to be vocally to finish those, and so I am working on that, and I am in the process of, getting some vocal coaching. One of the persons who's going to be on the One Day More cover, his name is Wesley Scott. He is a tremendous artist, and he is helping me with some vocal coaching and getting me in the mindset to be able to take on some of these larger songs that I never thought in a million years that I would be able to sing, having never had classical training. And so I'm very excited to keep working on those and to get those goals accomplished. I think the biggest aspect of what I accomplished this year was learning, though. Between the game and the videos and the music, I did not know how much time and effort and work went into a lot of what makes this stuff happen. I didn't realize how much effort I would need to put in and how much hard work I would need to just be able to accomplish one song, let alone 3 that I was taking on at once. I'm definitely very humbled by that process, and I definitely have a lot more props to give to the people who do this on a regular basis. I am definitely very blessed to be working with the people that I was able to work with because wow, there's so much to this process, and it makes me even more excited to continue working on it. And same with the game, like taking on coding and just saying like, yeah, I can just code a game. Like, sure, I could, but there's a lot more to it than just that. And there's a lot more to the process. There's a lot more money involved in getting assets and getting art done and getting your videos edited and all that. There's just so much. Maybe at some point I'll get some of the people who sat down with me and worked with me on some of this stuff to make a video with me about like the process and what it actually takes to do this stuff that you see on the internet every day, because it is crazy insane and these people are insanely talented. So definitely learned a lot more, and I'm honestly so thankful that I was able to learn as much as I did. Which brings me to probably the most exciting thing about like what the future holds. So I am working on more music. Like I said, I'm going to try and release Paint the Town Blue and Phineas and Ferb's theme song. I have the art for it done. The music for Paint the Town Blue is also done. Here's a little clip. And the game updates, I'm extremely excited to start like actually revealing more. Shrieks or Freaks is going to continue. Dave Devil will return, and he will continue to deliver his haunting voice to your ear holes. I am very excited to reveal more about the story that I am working on with this game. I am learning a lot of new skills. There's some new stuff that I never thought I would be learning. I never thought I would have the time or opportunity to learn, and so I'm very thankful. I can throw a few images up to kind of give you hints at what I'm learning, but I don't want to reveal everything yet. It's all very exciting, and I'm trying to keep it as hush-hush as I can because, oh my gosh, I am so excited to show you what I am working on. But yeah, that is just kind of like where things have been, what was accomplished this year, and what I plan on accomplishing soon. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes that I can't talk about just yet, but hopefully I will be able to soon. I am going to be going into college soon and going to be trying to learn more that I can apply to the stuff that I want to do here. So there's definitely a lot of like positive energy and a lot of positive like optimism going forward when it comes to like what I want to do and what projects I want to put out into the world. Now, before I get to ending this video, I do have to take a moment and just thank all of the people who made what I accomplished this year possible. Obviously, I've already mentioned it, and I cannot mention it enough. Paranoid DJ is absolutely stupendous. Without him, One Day More would not have been possible, and I have learned so much from him about how music works and how this industry operates. I honestly could never repay him. His friendship as well, he has been a fantastic friend to me, and I'm very happy to have somebody like him in my life who I can just sit and nerd out about Dead by Daylight with. Mr. Demo VE, I also have to mention, he is a godsend. Oh my gosh. I have had him edit almost every video that I have worked on, and his skills are phenomenal. His communication is on point. If you need videos done for any official capacity in a professional quality, he is your guy. And I will definitely be leaving his link down below, along with everybody else I mentioned in the video. Another shout out music-wise to John. I'm going to mispronounce your name, John. I'm sorry. John Dowse. He's going to hate me. He's going to hate me for mispronouncing it. I am just truly honored that he took the time of day to sit down with me and work with me and be patient with me. He has given me so much direction and so many tips whenever it comes to working on punk and metal type music, which is what I want to do. And so I really appreciate him, and I can't wait to continue working with him. We've been talking about some stuff, and it's going to be coming out soon. I also cannot forget to thank one of my spookiest friends, and really somebody who is a true man after my blackened heart, Cadaver Dave, for voicing Dave Devil. It was a tremendous opportunity to be able to work with him on the project, and he has been an amazing friend, honestly. He has texted me, and we have chatted about like many different like spooky Halloween things, and it's really a treat to have his voice on one of my projects, and I can't wait to continue working with him because he has said he wants to work on more, and so I'm very excited to continue that process. Now, the artists that have worked with me, I cannot thank them enough. Double ZR Tap, he is a fantastic artist. If you want to get art very cheap and with a quick turnaround, he has helped me so much in getting my sketches and ideas on paper so that I can actually like look and visualize what I'm working on. And he has so many great deals for people who want to make projects and who need like quick concept art. He is a fantastic guy for that, and I cannot recommend him enough. Also, Plastic Rarity, I flashed their art on screen a second ago, but I'll flash it again, working on the Phineas and Ferb cover art. They have been a friend of mine for a long time, and I really appreciate them and treasure their friendship, and I hope that I'll continue to be able to work on projects with them in the future. They were also on the One Day More cover along with DJ as the Thenadiers, so please show her some love. And lastly, it would be a tragedy if I also did not give a special shout out to Galaxy Goober. They did all of my emojis, and I cannot thank them enough. They have been a true friend. We went to Halloween Horror Nights not too long ago and hung out, and they are just a genuine joy to be around, and they light up the room every time they come and hang out with us in calls. So thank you so much, Goober, for sitting down and putting up with my cryptid moth ass. With that, I am going to wrap up this video. I appreciate everybody for watching, anybody who did, and I can't wait for you all to hear One Day More tomorrow. Please go and check out all of the people that I have linked down below. Honestly, I would not be able to do any of this without them, and I am extremely excited to see what the future holds and what I'm going to be able to show you soon. I hope you guys have a fantastically spooky night, and lurk on.